Okay, class, let's continue with Unit 3 and your Smart Choice 3 student books. And I want to just go ahead and skip the listening page, and we'll do the last couple of pages of the unit. We'll do the reading and speaking pages. Okay, so let's do the reading together. Okay, so before you read, what is street art? Is there any in your city? Okay, so do you guys know anything about street art? Maybe like a graffiti, right? Or drawing some paintings like on the walls or on the buildings or on the sidewalk. Okay, did you guys see any street art in Daejeon? Yeah, sometimes, right? I see it on the walls or on buildings, and it makes things more cheerful or more colorful. Okay, so let's read about this street artist. Okay, a famous street artist called Bensky. Okay, all right, let's read. You guys just listen and follow along. Okay, so no one knows his real name or what he looks like, but Bensky is one of the most talked about artists in the world today. His sensitive paintings of children, flowers, soldiers, and other images are famous. But the artist himself has become a celebrity because no one knows who he really is. We do know this. Bensky was born in England and got his start as a street artist. At first, he painted graffiti on buildings. Then he began leaving powerful images in unexpected places. For example, excuse me. For example, on a gloomy gray wall, Bensky painted a little girl letting go of a heart-shaped balloon. On an old building, he painted an enormous bright yellow flower. Neighbors did not expect to see beautiful or dramatic art on their streets, so they would stop, look, and talk. Soon, Bensky's work caught the attention of the media, and journalists started looking for him. His paintings showed up in newspapers and on television, but no one could find the mysterious artist. People wanted to see his face and ask questions. Who was Bensky? Why was he hiding? What did his work mean? The more people wanted to know, the more the real Bensky hid from view. Stories about Bensky spread throughout the art world. Some people thought he might be a woman. Others believed that he was not one artist, but a group of people. No one knows for sure, but one thing is clear. Bensky shows that if your art affects people, it is possible to run away from the spotlight and still become a celebrity. Okay, so have you guys heard of this famous artist called Bensky before? He's very popular and in the news a lot because he leaves his art in different places and people want to go and see it and find it. Okay, so what do you think? What would be the best title for this article about Bensky? Okay, so circle the best title and then write it on the line above the reading. Okay, so what do you think? What is the best title for? We want to write the title up here. Okay, what title should we give for this reading? So either The Getaway Artists, How to Be Famous, or Art in the 21st Century. So maybe the best title would be The Getaway Artist. Okay. And then for part 3, okay, let's choose the correct word or phrase, okay, to complete the sentence. Okay, so is Bensky a traditional or street artist? Okay, right, we know he's a street artist. Many people know Bensky's name, but they do not know his face. Bensky thinks that art belongs anywhere. 4. When Bensky hid from reporters, he became even more famous. Some people think that Bensky is a woman. Okay? So discuss these questions. Okay, so why does Bensky hide from people? Why does he hide from people? Okay, so I think Bensky hides because it makes people curious, right? It makes people curious. They really want to know who Bensky is. Okay. What would you paint on a wall in your neighborhood if you could? What would you paint? Would you paint a flower or a landscape or a picture of a celebrity or a famous person? Okay, what do you think? Go ahead and answer that. Okay, and then for the last page, let's do the speaking page. Okay, speaking. Okay, is it art? Is it art? Okay, so discuss the descriptions of art. Select the boxes you and your partner agree with. Okay, so what do you think? You know something is art when it is beautiful. Okay, it makes you feel something. Okay, check the boxes that you agree with. Okay, if it's in a museum. Okay, I don't think it has to be in a museum to be art. I agree. Some art won't fit in a room. Okay, so check the ones that you agree with. And then for part 2, discuss the pictures. Okay, let's discuss these pictures. Discuss the pictures. Okay, so are they art? Okay, what do you think? This elephant drawing a picture, or this fancy, sort of beautiful looking car, or this kind of fashionable photo? Okay, so what do you think? Is it art? Okay, is it art if it was painted by an animal? Sure, it can be art when it's beautiful. Okay, it can be art when it's beautiful. Okay, and what do you think for the car? Yeah, I think the design, someone who makes it such a design of such a beautiful car, right? It can be art. And then the photography of the model there and her fashion, very artistic sort of fashion. I think it's beautiful, and it can be art as well. Okay, so just tell me what you think about these things. Are they art? Why or why not? All right. So after you answer that, let's go ahead and check your answers. Let's check your answers for the homework. Okay. Let's start with the vocabulary first. Okay. So let's start with number 2. There are 2 red circles, a black square, and a thin line joining them together. I have no idea what it is. It's a little confusing. 3. It's a sunny summer day by a river. You can see the sky reflected in the light on the water. It's a peaceful and calm scene. It's not very original or modern. It's traditional. 4. It's a picture of a young girl in a green, pink, and yellow dress. She's wearing a large blue hat with bright orange and red flowers on it. It's very colorful. Okay. Number 5, it's made of red clay and it's in the shape of a fish. It has a deep blue glaze and is about 24 inches tall. It was used for decoration in a house. It's a very old piece of pottery. This piece of art has many small details sketched perfectly in pencil. I could look at it for hours. At the museum, there was a line of people waiting to see it. You have to go too. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so for number 2, okay, the confusing painting is an abstract painting. Okay, for 3, it's the traditional one is a landscape. Okay, 4, the very colorful one is a portrait. Okay, and for number 5, it's a sculpture. And 6 is a drawing. Okay, part 3, number 2, portrait. And 3, is a landscape. All right, let's go to the next page. We'll take a look at the language practice page. Okay, we'll check your answers. Okay, so number 2, part 1, number 2, the Empire State Building was designed by William F. Lamb. The Eiffel Tower is enjoyed by millions of people every year. Those paintings of soup cans were done by Andy Warhol. The paint in that jar was made with egg yolks. Okay, part 2, number 2. A jealous artist stole the still life. Okay, let's change it to a passive sentence. The still life was stolen by a jealous artist. Susanna made the plaster sculpture. Okay, the plaster sculpture was made by Susanna. The storm did not damage the monument. Okay, the monument was not damaged by the storm. Okay, part 3. Okay, let's make a question. We're going to use the passive form of the verbs in parentheses. Okay, let's do number 2. Okay, how was that red paint made? How was that red paint made? 3. Was the painting done by a monkey? Was the painting done by a monkey? 4. How was the painting introduced to the children? How was the painting introduced to these children? 5. How were their paints mixed? How were their paints mixed? Okay, and number 6. Were the children's paintings sold for a lot of money? Were the children's paintings sold for a lot of money? Okay, and then we'll go to the last page, featured artist. We'll take a look at this box and fill in the blanks. Okay. Okay, so featured artist. Some people joke about abstract paintings. They say, it looks like it was done by a child. In Alexandra Nishita's case, it's true. Alexandra was already drawing when she was 2 years old. She colored all the time, which worried her parents. So her coloring books were taken away. But soon Alexandra's parents found coloring books that were made from old paper, and the drawings were colored in. Alexandra had made them. When Alexandra was 8, her artwork was shown in a library. Not long after that, her art appeared in galleries, and Alexandra became famous. Today, her art is compared to Picasso's, right? Because it's today, right? So we say is compared. Okay, not past tense. Okay, last part 5. Okay, so how much do you know about the Statue of Liberty? I don't know. Ask me. Who was it designed by? A Frenchman, I think. Was it Eiffel? Almost. Eiffel built the inside, the skeleton part. But who were the outside plans drawn by? Oh wait, I remember. Bartholdi. Yes, that's right. And when was the Statue of Liberty completed? I'm not sure. 1880? Close. It was finished in 1884. Did you know that it was made in France? Really? It was created there? How was it brought to the US? by ship. Okay, so that's it for Unit 3. Okay, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and please post it in the Q&A comments section. Okay, thank you.